Adjustable dumbbells are the best bet for anybody who's tight on space but is looking for the versatility that multiple dumbbells bring to the table. Plus, they're gonna save you money compared to purchasing a full set of your traditional dumbbells. Now, there's a lot of options on the market, but I've got a pair of 66-pound adjustables from Ativafit that I wanna break down for y'all. They feature an ergonomic handle with a rubber grip. They're pretty easy to adjust, and there's hardly any plastic involved in the construction. I'm pretty pumped for this one, so let's just go ahead and get right to it. What's up, y'all? It's Jake back in the BarBend garage gym, and for today's video, I've got a pair of adjustable dumbbells from Ativafit. Now, if you don't know how all this works, in this video today, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about these adjustable dumbbells, from the price and the features, as well as some pros and cons you might run into, and of course, who should or maybe should not add these to their home gym. But before I get going with all of that, I gotta let you know, we've reviewed a ton of adjustable dumbbells over on BarBend.com, and if you wanna browse our best list, all you gotta do is search BarBend, best adjustable dumbbells. Our list is gonna pull right up for you, and you can find out for yourself which ones that we like the best. All right, so let's take a second and talk about what I like about these adjustable dumbbells. And we gotta kick this off with the lack of plastic. Now, there definitely is a little bit involved, but I like how it's, pretty much centralized just to the adjustment mechanism. That's really nice. Durability shouldn't be much of an issue whatsoever, which is really cool. These are also gonna replace 12 pairs of dumbbells with weights ranging from 11 pounds to 66 pounds in 5-pound increments. So that's nice. You can kind of, progressively overload your muscles a little bit slower than a pair of dumbbells that are only gonna have 10-pound increments. So that's just really cool. It's also really easy to adjust the weight. All you gotta do is press it on this red button right here, and there's a dial on both sides, but you only have to use one. So that's pretty cool. You just click in right there, twist this, and it'll go ahead and adjust this side as well. And that's just, a nice and easy touch right there for you. These are also pretty affordable. They're only gonna run you around 330 bucks. And considering, 66 pounds is heavier than the average adjustable dumbbell out there, it's actually a pretty good deal. And, once again, especially since most of this is made from metal right here. I also really like the stand right here. Now, it's not included with your purchase. It's extra 130 bucks or so, but it does have some wheels underneath, makes it super easy for you to, move it around your personal space. Also, just having your dumbbells elevated like this is so much easier to take them out of the cradles and put them back. Way better than having them, stashed on the ground. And then also, I really like how the weight plates have a flat base. This is gonna allow you to use them for push-ups or maybe even burpees if you want. So that's just pretty cool too. It kind of, adds to the versatility a little bit. All right, now let's, veer off a little bit and talk about a few cons you might run into. And I think first of all, we gotta talk about the length of these dumbbells. So regardless of which weight you're lifting, 11 pounds or 66 pounds, these are gonna be the same length no matter what. And that's just, the overall design right here. It's because, these plates are getting picked up or left in the cradle whenever you're going to lift, as opposed to, it's like some other ones where you literally only have, this plate or that plate, and it kind of expands as you go up in weight. So definitely keep that in mind. And also, these rubber grips might not be ideal for everybody. Now, I haven't had anything, negatively impact me with my grip or anything when I'm working out, but, I definitely get it. Some people are definitely partial to, having a knurling on your dumbbell handles. So trust me, like I said, I get it. Then also, it is ergonomically shaped, so it's fatter in the middle than it is on the ends. And not everybody's crazy about that either. Both of these things are personal preference, so you definitely want to keep that in mind. But yeah, if you're looking for, adjustable dumbbells with, a fully knurled and a straight handle all the way across with the same diameter, there's definitely other options out there, for you to consider. And then also the 5-pound increments are nice. Not every adjustable dumbbell is like that. Some of them only jump up in 10-pound increments. So not too much to gripe about, but with these lower increments, 11 pounds, 15 pounds, 16 pounds, all that, it'd be nice to have some 2.5 pound increments, and that's going to be really beneficial for accessory movements, like lateral raises, Y raises, stuff like that, where you're not really trying to necessarily jump up in weight, super fast. Also, it can be a little tricky at times, just to get the dumbbells back into the cradle. They just kind of get stuck a little bit and the weight plates are kind of touching too much. So I think over time you'll get used to it and it'll be, a relatively easy process, but something to keep in mind. And then lastly, these cradles are in fact made of plastic, so you definitely don't want to just toss these bad boys into the cradle, because you absolutely run the risk of them cracking. Now, I'm not saying these are the most brittle, things in the world, but it's definitely a risk. And one more thing about weight, 66 pounds is really nice. As I mentioned earlier, the average adjustable dumbbell does not go up that high, but if you're somebody who needs heavier weight than that for your, dumbbell bench press, maybe even shoulder press, there's other options that can be as heavy as 80 pounds. All right, so let's take a second and talk about some money. Once again, the Ativafit adjustable dumbbells have a price tag of right around 330 bucks. Now, they come with a 2-year warranty plan, but you can add on a 3-year plan for about 30 bucks or the 5-year plan for about $40. And once again, the stand is not included. It's gonna run you around $130. Now, let's say you go all in, get everything I just mentioned, it's gonna cost you less than $500, and shipping is free. So honestly, this is a really solid deal. Now, there's not too many options out there that are cheaper than these are, but there's plenty that are more expensive. Some are gonna run you over $800, maybe even over $1,000. So at the end of the day, this is a really solid deal considering the overall quality. There's hardly any plastic involved, so durability should not be an issue, and these are gonna last you a really long time. All right, so now let's break down the build and some of the features with these adjustable dumbbells. So once again, this is an ergonomically shaped handle, and if you don't know what that is, or maybe you forgot, maybe I forgot to mention it earlier, I can't remember because I've been talking so much. Ergonomic handles, they're a little bit thicker in the middle than they are on the ends, so definitely keep that in mind. It's personal preference and everybody likes. Now, the rubber grip right here, pretty nice, it does give me a pretty solid grip as I'm working out, but that might not be ideal for everybody. So once again, just keep that in mind. I like how there's not a whole lot of plastic involved right here, especially with these weight plates, even where they connect to the actual, handle, there's not any plastic on the plate, which is nice. And plus they have a flat bottom. So once again, you are able to incorporate some push-ups with these, maybe some burpees, do different things with them, just adds to the versatility. Now, the actual adjustment mechanism, these dials are plastic, but I think it's gonna be fine in the long run. Now, it's really easy to adjust the weight. You just press down on these red buttons right here, and then you're free to go and adjust it. And I really, really like how you don't have to adjust on both sides like you have to do with some, similar adjustable dumbbells. And that's just really cool. It's gonna cut down, on that time you're spent adjusting your weight. Now, the cradles themselves are also plastic, so you definitely, don't wanna just toss these bad boys in there, because you could definitely crack that. You definitely don't want that to happen. I really like the stand. It is made from steel. Don't know what gauge. There is some welding down here, but end of the day, it's gonna get the job done. I don't see any stability or durability issues with this stand whatsoever. Now, if you're not purchasing the stand and you're just gonna rely on the cradles to store them in your home, they're a little over 16 inches long, about 8 inches wide, and about 8 inches tall. All right, so let's go ahead and give you guys a nice up close look at just the build and everything of these adjustable dumbbells to kind of demonstrate how everything operates. So I want to talk about these handles first. Once again, they are ergonomically shaped, so they're thicker right here in the middle than they are on the ends. And this rubber grip might not be ideal for everybody, but it's designed for a reason, and that reason is to give you a good grip. So at the end of the day, it's not that bad. Now, adjusting the weight's really easy. You just press down on this red button, and then you just twist this knob right here, and then you're good to go. And you don't have to do it on both sides, just one side. You can do it on that side and press the button down if you want. It doesn't matter. Now, as we pull this out, this is the same length you're gonna have no matter what. So if you had it on 66 pounds, obviously gonna be maxed out like this, but we're on 11 pounds. So it's just the overall design might not be ideal for everybody. Now, not a whole lot of plastic involved here, except for, right in here. So these red liners, that's all plastic. White part's plastic. And then obviously, right here and here, that's plastic. Now, Might not be ideal for everybody, but I like how it's centrally located in that one spot. And then I want to talk about these weight plates. So a lot of times with adjustable dumbbells, all of this right here will be lined with plastic, but these are all steel. There is no plastic whatsoever. So that's even better in terms of durability. It's gonna last you longer. I also really like how all of these plates are flat on the bottom right there. It really unlocks the ability to do push-ups, burpees, whatever. I like doing push-ups with dumbbells because it keeps my wrist in a natural position. So that's nice how you can do that here. Now, putting the handle back can be a little bit of a hassle. So let's see if it works right here for me the first try. It doesn't. So there we go. So sometimes you just have to mess with the plates a little bit because they kind of lean up against one another. It's not that bad. You'll get used to it in the long run. Another kind of quirky thing right here is actually the labeling. So 11 pounds right here. These are all 5-pound increments, but they flip-flop. All right, so you got 16 here, 21 here, 26 and 31, and it just kind of keeps doing that all the way around. Now, definitely works, but for my, my brain, how I kind of want things to work, it's a little bit funky. It's not that big of a deal though. You can get used to it. Now, obviously, once again, these cradles are made of plastic, so definitely don't want to be reckless whenever you go to house your dumbbells. Just be a little cautious with them. And I really like this stand. You got your wheels, so it makes it really easy for you to slide these around your own personal space. And also like how you can actually angle these stands, these trays. So I have it at an 8-degree angle right now, which is nice. It's gonna make it a little easier for you to grab them, pull them out, and put them back, obviously. But you can also have them completely flat if you prefer. There's also a strap right here. I don't think you necessarily need it if you don't want to, but these cradles are held in by screws, and if they come loose, it's a nice little safety blanket right there. Now, while I got you here, let's go ahead and just do a little demonstration. We're on 11 pounds already, so this is gonna be perfect for your lateral raises, your Y raises, all those simple accessory movements. But see if we can get this to go in here. I'm telling you, it definitely gets stuck a little bit on you. Be careful with your finger too, because I about just took mine off. That hurt, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Let's go ahead and add some heavier weight on here. I'm just gonna go for 21 pounds right now. You can sit here and do your hammer curls, your regular bicep curls, whatever. And if you can hear that, there is a little bit, of movement right there with the plates. Now, doesn't really throw me off, but could throw you off, and it might just be a little bit annoying, honestly, more than anything. So definitely remember that in the long run. So really, there's just a lot of stuff you can do here. Can't forget about the 66 pounds, good for a shoulder press, good for your, your dumbbell rows, your dumbbell bench press. There's a lot going on. Split squats, goblet squats. Dumbbells just really get the job done for me, and especially since these are really compact compared to, having a full set. It's a really nice touch right here. And then one more thing, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but these are eerily similar to the Bowflex Select Tech 552s, which I happen to have right here. But I will say the Ativafits are an upgrade in my opinion. So these have a lot more plastic, a whole lot more plastic. Pretty much everything right here is lined in plastic. And then also you have to adjust the weight on both sides. And these have to match for you to be able to pull the dumbbells out. And then also, these seem a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. I don't have my measuring tape on me, or else I'd measure them right now head to head for you guys. But this is the most similar product I've found on the market. And honestly, the Ativafits, they're a nice upgrade. Okay, so who should purchase the Ativafit adjustable dumbbells? Well, let's talk about space and money. It's the 2-for-1 right here. If you're tight on both of those, this is a really solid option. Adjustable dumbbells in general are gonna be nice if you're tight on space, but these specific ones, really high quality. There's hardly any plastic involved, a whole lot of metal involved. And at the end of the day, $330 price tag is really tough to beat. So if you're tight on both of those things, you probably should be jumping on these bad boys right here. And then also, 66 pounds is more than the average adjustable dumbbell. So the average weightlifter, this is gonna be a really solid weight range for you. All right, now what about the people who might not want to purchase these? And let's talk about the weight range first. I know I just got done saying 66 pounds is more than the average adjustable dumbbell. It's gonna be nice for the average weightlifter. Those are still true. Those are still true statements. But, you know, me personally, for my dumbbell bench press specifically, I need heavier than 66 pounds. And I'm sure there's plenty of y'all out there that feel the same way. So, you know, if that's the case, you're gonna have to check out some other options. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, accessory work, stuff like that, it's still gonna be pretty nice for you. Now, let's talk about the actual shape and the design as well. You know, the length is the length, it does not change. A little over 16 inches, and there's other compact options out there. So, you know, if you are wanting one of those more compact options, definitely check them out. And then lastly, you know, obviously there is a little bit of plastic involved, not too much compared to some other ones out there, but it's still there, its presence is still felt in, you know, certain ways. So, you know, there are other ones that don't feature any plastic at all. They're gonna cost you more money, but, you know, if you're worried about durability and you just wanna avoid plastic altogether, it might be worth checking out those other options. All right, well, that's all I got for y'all today on the Ativafit adjustable dumbbells. I personally really like these. You know, they feel really durable in my hands. There's a whole lot of metal involved in the construction. They're gonna replace 12 pairs of dumbbells. It's pretty easy to adjust the weight. And then the price is honestly really tough to beat. Just remember, there is a little bit of plastic involved. It's pretty much centralized just to the cradles and the adjustment mechanism right here. Definitely keep that in mind. And then also the length is not gonna change no matter what. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I hope this video was really helpful and that I was able to break down everything you need to know about these adjustable dumbbells. As always, stay posted for my next video, but for now, head over to barbend.com because we have a full written review ready to go for y'all. All you gotta do is search BarBend Ativafit adjustable dumbbell review. It's gonna pull right up for you. You can go over every single thing we talked about here today. I'll catch y'all next time.